Yes, sir. Hold on,
What's
hold
up,
on,
dog?
hold on. Let me. Hey. I'd like to welcome y'all to the Sports and Realness show with your boy LG. I got my special guest, my partner. You feel me? Lynwood High great, former LMU player overseas, now teacher. My big dog, Greg Lakey, in the building.
Man,
What's up, man?
shit, dog. It's good to see you, man. It's been a
Man.
minute.
Hey, man, it's all good. Hey, you know it's all good to see you, bro. I be seeing you on Instagram, though. You feel me? I keep up. Like, that's how we all keep up now. The internet, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. That's how you and I got back in contact, man. But
Look,
look,
I'm like, is that G? I'm like, because I ain't seen you since the Drew and shit. So, you know what I mean? Like,
right. Let me read something to you real quick. I found this online. Let me see if this rings a bell at all, right? So listen to these names real quick. So Richard Anderson, Long Beach Poly, Kenny Bruner, Dominguez, Lamar Gale, Long Beach Jordan, Brian Hills, Artesia, Brandy Jones, Long Beach Wilson, Greg Lakey, Lynwood, Leland Matthews, Long Beach Poly, Nick Padilla, St. Paul, Jason Thomas Dominguez, and Jeff Trepanier Compton. Do you know what that's from?
Oh, hold on. You know, hold on. Let me tell you what that's from. Hold on. I got that. I think I got that.
I'm impressed, dog. I'm real impressed.
I think I got that, man. Oh, wow, man.
I came across
it. Got Rita Sewell on there. Do it.
Who?
Do it got Rita Sewell on there?
Nope. No. I read all the names that were on there.
But it ain't no girl's name on the side of it?
No, it could have been, but I just only got
okay. I got that, though.
It could be. It could be.
I got that. And Jason Thomas is the player of the year, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. I keep all mine. But my name was in there. Oh, I got that. Believe
so
that.
for those
I got that. It's all right here. Yeah. I got that. It's somewhere in there. It's in there with that upset in the playoffs. It's in there.
Man, here you go, that shit, man. Here you go.
I keep that. I keep different history.
For those that don't know, that was the LA Times All-Star Basketball Team, 1997. So that's showing how far back me and this cat 1997.
So look, my partner in here, y'all. First off, how you been? How the fam been during this corona, during this hard time, stuck in the house, schooling online? You know, how's the fam, man?
Man, well, we're okay. We're making it work. My wife and I figured out our schedules, how we're going to do this, man. I have my area. She has hers. The kids, I'm worried, man. You know, as a teacher myself, it's hard to make this engaging. We'll get into that later. But just looking at my kids, they just look depressed as shit, man. Like, it's so hard to watch them on the computer. My son, he wants the engagement of just people, and he doesn't have that online. You know, my daughter's trying to get into it. She's third grade. Her teacher's like an awesome guy, so he's finding ways to make it work, man. But we took a trip the other weekend to San Diego, just to Wild Animal Park, the zoo, just to get away from everything. Because it's like we realized we have to find ways to just have peace as a family. Because
you do. I took mine to Vegas and stuff, so you know what I mean. They trying to go back now. Like, I'll clean up. Yeah, all right, clean up. Yeah, you want me going back?
Yeah. Our house has space.
Clean out, though.
Like, our house has space, but it's starting to feel real tight, man. Starting to feel real tight.
It's been since March, right? March.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and we had just checked ours in the new school and all that 2 weeks earlier. Then all of a sudden, just stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then they talking about online. My fourth grader, she good, but she just, you know, my little one say something, she on. Like, you're at school. You know what I mean? So, but she can't because she's home. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'm home though, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man.
Hard. How's your family, man? Besides that, like, is everybody making it work?
Everybody, they both got their desks. The little one, she get her Zoom call. She 4 years old. She get her Zoom call. The other one's up at 9. The one in the 8th grade. So working from home, and the wifey, she working. So everything cool, man. Everything, I'm just trying to. This is podcast going, the ABA team. So I'm just trying to do something, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So first off, y'all, hold on. Let's start off with high school, man. How many years did you play on varsity at Lynwood?
Varsity 3. I started my sophomore year. Freshman year was JV. But did you know I was almost about to transfer to Compton?
Never.
My senior year, I was going to transfer to Compton. Hey, Hey, it's funny, right? Because me and Jeff, we were like going back and forth talking about that like a week or two ago. Jeff Trepanier, as my son, my oldest, my oldest is a senior at Yale University in Connecticut.
Okay.
Man. Did his thing, killing it right now. We were talking just about my old stuff back in the day, and I said, "Yeah, I'm a loyal dude. I'm loyal. I'm gonna stick with you, roll with you until I realize this is not going to work." But my senior year, me and Jeff had like done some stuff, playing on some teams. You know, that's junior year going to senior year. So he's like, "Hey, look, dog, come to Compton." You know what I'm saying? With him, Tito Maddox, DeAndre Moore, and I forgot. I know his nickname was Super Crib. I forgot his real name.
David Hamilton.
Right? That's all four of them went D1. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he's like, look, G, all we need is a 4. You come through, it's over. And I'm like, dog, like I hadn't had success in Lynwood. So I'm like, man,
that would have been a monster.
That'd have been nasty, man.
They was already nasty with just that squad
just
right there.
4, you know what I'm saying? That was nice.
Oh my God.
You know, but it's one of those, right? Because funny, as you put, I think you put on something like, you know, Lynwood great, and I had like people like texting me, Lynwood great, what does that mean? People didn't realize we got our sponsorship my senior year because of me. Like, because I was rolling with the Pump Brothers.
Yeah.
And they sponsored me, and they sponsored our Lynwood team. So if I would have left, we would have lost the sponsorship.
Yeah.
Like, that's big shit. Like, that's a lot of pressure to put on a 17-year-old kid where it's like, you know, hey, you with us, but if you leave, we don't have a sponsorship. So I'm like, I can't do that. Like my coach, like he rolled with me. I still call him every Father's Day now.
Hey, Lee, my guy, man.
I roll with him, man. So I'm like,
man.
We had our real conversation about me leaving. I'm like, you know what? You've been with me for 3 years, like rolling with me, building stuff with my family. Like, you're with me. I ain't gonna leave. Like, I know I might not have the success I want, but I'm not gonna leave because I'm here for you. So that's why I didn't leave, because of my coach. You know what I mean? But it was like I was almost gone at that last year, man. It was close. It was close. I was ready.
Hey, Otis wanted me to come. But I couldn't leave my team. I couldn't leave my boys. Like, these are my guys, like my boys. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, for 1 year, nah, I'm cool.
Right.
I'm gonna stay here and make it do what it do. If we lose, then hey, at least they know I gave it all I had. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So 96, what y'all do in 96? Because I remember y'all had Melvin and some other cats. Y'all came into my
I think Locke, I forgot what happened. I think Locke had issues with their school. So we had like 5 players come to Lynwood from Locke, and them cats could go. So we had like a starting 5 from Locke on the bench. Like, It was just, our team was nasty, man, but it was great on paper. Like, we couldn't make it work as a team. Like, as soon as pressure situations happened, we would nut up, man. We just wouldn't make the right plays. It sucked. Like, we had heat. Practices were nasty and intense. Like, we felt ready. I don't know. We just couldn't make it. So I think that year we played I wasn't Apple Valley, but it was some Valley team, got them, great game. And then I think that after that I think that might've been you guys. Cause I think we got you guys. Was it first round or second round?
No, that's the following year, 97.
We had y'all second round,
96, right? 96.
I didn't forget. But anyway, we didn't go far. That comes, it doesn't matter. Like,
okay. So look, going into the summer of your senior year, when did you sign with USC? And what made you sign there?
It's funny, man, because both you and I we talked about the connection we have with Jim Herrick, you know, because UCLA won in 96. And when that recruiting time opens, that's when you got the flood of phone calls, you just felt special, you know what I'm saying? So it was down to like Wake Forest, Syracuse, and North Carolina State. Those are the teams I was thinking about going to, right? But then UCLA hit me up, you know, Jim Herrick. So I'm local, you know, they just won the championship. Like, we ain't really got to push to get Greg Lakey. We got him. He's, you know, in our backyard. So I'm going to UCLA to visit the campus, and I'm like, I don't want this shit. Like, y'all kind of sedity, kind of uppity. Like, Jim Herrick didn't even really want to talk to me and had me talk to like an assistant for like 10 minutes. Then he came in. I'm like, what the hell is he supposed to be courting me and y'all ain't even talking to me? So it was like, I'm good. I don't want no parts of UCLA. So I'm thinking, okay, USC backyard, maybe we can go there. Me and Jeff were talking about going there together. It's like, all right, let's make this happen. Let's go to USC and change the game. Didn't work out for me as well, but that's why I chose USC. I wanted to be a part of something different, something new.
Okay. So going into your senior year, what was after you signed there? So you signed there before you played, before the season, or you signed during the season?
I think it might have been. I know I signed relatively early. I think I was.
Because I seen something and they had the area players and it had you. It said Lynwood, USC signing Greg Lakey averaged 25. So I want to say you love.
Yeah. I signed early because I wanted the headache over. It was a lot, man. A lot of phone calls at night because cats is on the East Coast or whatever, so they calling at 5, 6 in the morning, man. Like it was a lot. Of my grandparents were pissed off. Like, hey, look, we need to figure this out. It's messing up our sleep. But you know what though, right? It's interesting. My grandmother hit me to the game after I signed and after college was over. She's like, Greg, I wanted you to sign with Long Beach State. And I was like, why? And check it out. But check out her logic. She said, look, LA Times, you have, after I went to LMU, LMU, Pepperdine, USC, UCLA, you have all these colleges vying for spots in LA Times.
Yeah.
Long Press Telegram is just Long Beach State. So if you go to Long Beach State, you'll get all the coverage. No other college team is in Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, grandmother, like she was on it. I wasn't there at 18 years old. But she was like, look, if you do well at Long Beach State, you're going to get notoriety. Like you'll get the burn. Why not go to Long Beach State? And I'm like, I wasn't hearing that shit at 18, you know what I'm saying? I got colleges on me, USC, USLA, whatever. But then when it was over, I'm like, shit, that might have been a good idea if I'd have paid attention to what she was saying.
Hey, I love the Press Telegram because, I'm from Long Beach, so our school is Press Telegram. So anything I do, I'm getting front page. Like, exactly. I'm loving that. I'm like, I still got stuff in the album from the Press Telegram. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy because I'm like, I love the Press Telegram. I used to call up like, can I get them old things in the paper? I'll send them to you. Frank Burson, that was his name. Frank. Frank Burson. Okay, that's his name.
Hey, look, question for you right now. Let me see how far back you go with this one. Remember the Street and Smith magazine that would come out that would have all the reviews?
Yeah.
Did you X cats out? Like, were you one that like went in there and like you was going in for people's heads? Like who were you trying to just like kill if you had the chance to in high school? Like people that were ranked above you were trying to get at.
I was underrated. So going into my senior year that summer, so I knew that I had 1 year to prove myself. I knew I wasn't gonna go probably D1 because I only had 1 year. So I knew that if I did, I had to turn heads. So that summer, 96 summer, I went ham. We was in the Watch Summer Games. We was in the Long Beach some tournament. We was in another tournament. I'm just like, we going ham. And then, like I'm saying, only thing like, we went to that one Best in the West, and I played with Rock, I Can. And so Mark Oldham, Eldon Brand, all them.
Yeah, we were playing tournament.
What? I was like, oh, I'm on the team? Come on, Rock. Good looking, Rock. I appreciate it. First game of the tournament, best player in college, Lamar Odom, 97. Yeah. All the scouts in the front row. Check, Mike. I lost, but I held my own against the number one player in the country. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then Eldon Brand was next. Ron Artest, Khalid Alami.
Hey, that team was stupid. Like, it made no sense as a traveling team to have that because they ran through almost every team in California. Like, they came through and wrecked shop because all them cats was either D1 or like right early to the pros. Like, of course, we know their history now, but at that point, man,
you didn't know nothing.
And that team from Texas that had Kenyon Martin on it, I forgot who that Texas team had. Them was some cornbread brothers that made no sense. Like, that whole tournament was outstanding. Yeah, but Lamar Odom was on mine, right? It was like a tournament at Long Beach City College or something. I don't know how.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, he was in it, man. And I'm like, we lost the game to play him. I wanted his ass badly. I think it was him, Aaron Maxey, and Shea Cotton. I wanted all three of them dudes whenever I could. Aaron was an awesome dude. I just didn't like him just because. Aaron Maxey. You remember Aaron?
My boy.
Yeah. I wanted him badly. I wanted him so bad. Just
Why?
Because the nigga was ranked higher than me, dog. I didn't care. I did not care. I wanted his head. Lamar Odom, him, and Shea Cotton. I wanted Shea Cotton badly. It's all the pubs he got all the time. Freshman, Duncan.
Did y'all ever play him?
Huh?
Did y'all ever play him?
I didn't get to play him until the Summer Pro League at Long Beach State. The Pyramid.
Yeah.
Summer Pro League. That's where I really had made my name after LMU was over. I was averaging damn near like 28 and like 15 in the whole, like against all other semi-pro cats. But I think the first game was against him. Remember Jamal Mosley?
Yeah.
Dude, Jamal Mosley, and then my boy Elton Mashak, who that's my dude.
That's my boy.
I'm godfather to his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my dude. I couldn't. That dude, like, it's hard. It was hard playing against Elton. Like, me and him know each other for a long time. Like you and your boy Devo, like you know each other. So it's like we get how to play each other. Anyway, I would ham that game on all three of them and couldn't wait for Shay to check in the game. I'm salivating, put his ass in the game. Think I'm hungry. Like I couldn't wait. I mean, because I think we played together on the same team, like in a Pump All-Star game, same team, whatever. Like I want to play against you, and finally did it Summer Pro League. But at that point, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't the shade that we heard all through high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wanted that Pump shade.
I had that shade though.
I didn't get that shade.
I get in that. So 97 come. Did y'all beat the Mingus? What was the game like against the Mingus? Like,
man, it was. You know what though? It's what you want in a game. Nothing but just the gym stank. It don't matter what gym you went to, either their home or our home. The gym stank. The cheerleaders were stinky. Like it was just everybody was just musty. Like the referee was musty. The coach was musty. Like everyone just. It was just an atmosphere was palpable, man. So it was heat. Like you got up the week before the game, you can't sleep the week before, like you ready for the game, man. It was awesome competition, man. It sucked because we just never got a chance to get over the hump and beat them. Yeah. They just had a squad that had 3-4 D1 players. You got 3-4. It's just like the NBA now with the super teams. In high school, you got 3-4 D1 players. It's over. Like it's hard to beat that. Every position got somebody that's really, confident in what they do. So we couldn't get over the hump. My senior year, I finally had some really good games against them. Doesn't say much when you lose, but I was able to get over that personal hump of like really, balling and doing well against the Mingus. But no, we couldn't get them. Them cats was good, man.
So going into the playoffs, y'all, what was your main mindset? Just to win one game at a time?
I'm trying to win, and if I have to, I will take over this damn game and be as selfish as I need to be. Like, because I'm not selfish in any way. Like, I'm going to pass the ball, get a rock up, do whatever's needed. But it came to, not being in the playoffs. I never had a successful playoff run in my whole high school career. I'm like, this is my last year. I'm going to do everything I can. I don't care if I'm taking 40, 50 shots to coach me out. I'm not coming out the game. F you, I'm staying in this. Like, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to try to win. And then we had y'all stinking asses.
So, okay. So playoffs, they tell you y'all playing Long Beach Jordan. Did you just say W?
No.
Say W?
No. I mean, look, man, it's it wasn't as if, people wasn't hearing Lamar Gell's name kind of come up through the ranks a little bit. And plus, shit, who else? I forgot who else y'all had. Y'all had some heat. Who the other two boys y'all had on the team, man?
And Craig and Dennis.
There you go. Like I'm saying, y'all had heat, so y'all weren't never a slouch team. But all I saw was I'm looking at the height. I'm like, oh, these cats are shit, man.
Said the height. Oh, everything.
Yeah, these cats is tiny. Like we got me at 6'9", we got Dre at 6'6", my dude Drew at 7 foot. Oh, we were gonna make it happen. But then as we go in second quarter, third quarter, I'm like, this game is tight. Like we can't pull away from these dudes. Fourth quarter, like shit. We have not pulled away. And the word is, I mean, if Long Beach, if y'all stay in the game, it's tough.
But my thing was when I seen y'all, we playing y'all, I just studied y'all though, bro. I just studied y'all, like all y'all last 5 conference game. I studied y'all. And I didn't study the guards. I studied Drew and Dre. And so I knew if I get on you, what I was gonna make you do, what I was gonna make Dre do, what I was gonna make Drew do. And then I had a chip on my shoulder because my brother went to Lynwood.
Yeah.
All his boys is there. You feel me? He's telling everybody my brother finna come play y'all. Woo, woo. So, I got to make sure he look good. You know what I'm saying? So I got to beat y'all. But I was nervous low key because of the height. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't care about records. I knew what players are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I knew like, damn. And it's a road game. Like, fuck. So I was ready, but I didn't know if my team was. We was good practices. But what did it though? We warming up, and I guess you ain't never seen us really play like, I guess. So
no.
You and Drew came and sat under our basket as we warming up. And I'm like, so I'm warming up. I'm like,
that sounds like something I would do.
I'm like, wait a minute. I said, hey, come here. Everybody get in a circle. I turned around and said, look at that. You see them? they really think they put to beat us. They like, yeah, come on, man. It's over. Let's go. Like, you know what I mean? And that right there.
Yeah.
Oh man. That when I seen that, I said, oh yeah, they don't know what they getting into tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because they should be down there warming up. You know what I'm saying? But y'all down here watching us, I'm like, okay, they trying to watch some shit. So you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, hold up.
Yeah.
So
I was pissed off, man, because like, early in the game, you guys had doubles and triples coming to me. And it made sense because of the height. Like, that's what you guys are going to do. It made sense. But it was just killing me how it was like, okay, if I got two and sometimes a third swinging over, we should be dominating these dudes. Like, there's no way with some of the heat we had, how cats aren't making up the slack. And it was like, it kind of wasn't happening consistently where you would think a cut here, miss layup, kick out, miss three. It's like, damn it. Okay, look, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I still put up my, 27, 28 something on a triple team. I mean,
I had 22.
I'm going to put it out there, though, on a triple team. You know what I'm saying?
You
so
had
it's like
22, but I ain't going to say nothing.
On a triple team, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't.
Hey, it wasn't all triple teams. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all triple teams. Dude, that was a zone. That's called a 2-3 zone.
No. A lot of that game. A lot of that game, there was a lot of people around me.
We ran a matchup zone. So if you caught it on the block, it was a trap. It wasn't straight double, nigga. And we seen that you wasn't like at the time, you wasn't like making passes like that. So you feel me? So we knew if we catch it on a certain time you get it, you was either gonna try to score or force a turnover. You feel me? Like, or take a bad shot. We don't care. You make it, that's good. You 6'11". You going to USC. We don't care. You make it. You're supposed to do that. You feel me?
Right.
So my thing was just outwork you. So you didn't double team me.
No.
You're not gonna double team me?
No.
Oh, no, I need it with 22 and 16.
No, we didn't.
I need that. You feel me? I need that.
No.
22 and 16.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody on your team, throughout the radar that we got double team there. But it's one of those, like, but it's in-game adjustments. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't do that as well as we should have over the years to make those quick in-game adjustments to make it work. Like, there's several times where, teams would go man-to-man or either switch the zone, and like our offense like isn't switching with what they're doing. It's like, okay, it's not working. Like, we gotta switch this up. So it's just, sometimes it just all didn't come together, man. That was like
crazy though. I just know that game was so packed. It was packed. And then, we made free throws down the stretch to seal the game. You know what I mean? So I'm getting interviewed, right? So they talking to me, and all I do is I turn to the left or right, and I just see you crying on the floor. I was like, I wanted to go say, man, it's all right, bro. But I said, I can't, man. Like, I gotta hold on, man. Like, we just beat you. I can't just go cover you. You feel me? But I'm like, damn.
Let me sit in that shit, man.
Hurt. Like,
that was my last year, dog. Last year, never had a playoff run. I just knew it was gonna happen. I think I hit 1 or 2 threes down the stretch, which I wasn't 3-point shooter at that time, but I was feeling it down the stretch and thought we were making
everything. It said right here. It said that Greg Lakey took over for the Knights in the fourth quarter, scoring half of his team 22 points, including 5 in a row after we build the lead. But thanks to Jordan free throws, you lost. Boy.
It's what it was. It's what it was.
Hey, but look, then I played you again after college, like our freshman year in college, in the St. No.
St. No.
Woo!
St. No was nasty, dog.
Nasty.
Hey, I
just seen who you had on your team. Like, you had a squad. I just took a picture of that stuff. I was like, hold on, let me see. Look who you had on your squad. Hold on.
Shit was nasty.
You had Davey Walker, Jermaine Chase, Jeff Paris, Samaje Johnson, Jaron Collins, Moosey Barkley, Nelson Baptiste, Philip something, Desmond Pinnaker.
We had a team, dog.
I had a squad, though.
It was a squad. Hey, I got one of the nastiest dunks I've ever had in the St. No. Like, it was sick, man. It was on Earl Watson.
Uh-huh.
It was on Earl Watson, right? You know what I mean? Got a cut. Jaron to Colin. I think we had Jason. I forgot which one it was. We had Jason, double team, whatever. Give me to me doing the lane. But I know you didn't have one of the moments where once you take off, everyone talk about it. It's silent, slow motion. You know what I mean? Went through. His arms were open. He was trying to bring him in to block it. I just caught him beforehand, elbowed him in the head on the way down. He fell. I fell. The shit was nasty. It was just nasty. He got up and he was like, I never been dunked on like that, dog. I didn't appreciate that. Like it was a good one, you know. But hey, who's caught you? Who's someone that caught you with a nasty one? Just shitted on you.
Nobody.
Come on, dog. Here you go with that shit. No way in hell.
Listen. I'm not jumping, bro. If I know you can jump, why would I jump? Never. Now, in the pickup game, the only person really to dunk on me was my big bro, Fabian Nixon, RIP. You know what I'm saying? He went to Long Beach City. I was trying to see if I was gonna go to Long Beach City, and I took our 5 up there from Jordan, and I was up there talking. Ooh, he like, yeah, ooh. So he was on the transition. He like, you going? Oh, he like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Man, I went up. He went up. I never jumped with nobody else. Just know that. Never. Ain't nobody dunking on me. I ain't trying to get banged on. I didn't dunk on people though. You feel me? But ain't nobody. Ain't nobody dunked on me like that.
Honestly, I've had 2. Right, 2. I got caught real bad. First one, Summer Pro League, Long Beach State. It was my first game I played. So that game I had like 35 and 17, the top scorer in that game. I had an awesome game. Halftime, about to go into halftime, dude catches the ball out there by the 3-point line. I'm like, okay, I get it here. I don't feel like jumping. I'm going to take a charge. Did not know how far he could jump. So that dude took off right in between free throw line and the box. Just took off. And just shitted on me. Just went on the head and came on me, got everything on. It was nasty.
You a shot blocker, so shot blockers is going to take that chance. A guard, I'm not taking that chance because I wasn't ever a shot blocker. So I'm a swipe. I'm a swipe at the ball before you take off, and after that, I'm gonna just look at you like, okay.
The other one was your boy, right? Ooh. And this one, it pissed me off. Your boy played for Arizona State, Michael Baptiste, right? Your boy. So we on the free throw line, right? We on the free throw line. This dude say, hey, look, G, because me and Mike, man, we rolled together back in the day too. So we know each other. So he's like, hey, look, G, I need you to pay attention to how you're going. And this is him talking to me on the free throw line. Pay attention to how you're going to box out. I'm going to cut and I'm going to dunk on you. I'm like, shut that shit up, dog. This ain't working like this.
Yeah.
So ball come off the rim. He went on the head and jab, left foot in. I didn't realize how quick that first step was. Got around me, but the bad part, right? So as I'm about to jump to try to like maybe deflect the ball, he's already waist above me. He like somehow kicks my waist. I don't know how, but I can't like get off the ground. So as I'm trying to get up, he already done caught it, dunked it. Now I don't know what he was wearing, but the dude dick slid all down my face. Oh my God! I felt it on my face, dog. Like the shit slid down my face. So like you can even see, like you watch the game, like as soon as it happened, I take the ball out, I'm wiping my face off. Because I can feel it on my face. For like 2 days, I felt like a line on my face. Like
Arizona USC?
Yeah, that's when he's at Arizona State. I was at USC off the free throw line, man. Caught it, and the shit slid on my face. It was so embarrassing, dude. Like, you ever get dunked on and have you, like, the whole bench laughing at you?
I got dunked on, but I probably blocked that shit out. I don't know, man. I can't. No. If I can't remember one of my teammates, they gonna see this. They gonna be like, nigga, you got dunked on before. I'm like, okay, I just don't remember. If I don't remember, it wasn't good.
Because it happened in front of USC's bench. So that made it even worse. So as he's catching me and the shit sliding down my face, I look to the right as I'm taking the ball out. Everybody got this going on, trying to hold it because they trying to not laugh.
So now, since you're on USC, how was your 2 years there, and what made you leave USC?
I will say, man, I learned the most about my footwork and just innate basketball skills, man, and what I should develop at SC. When Brian Scalabrine got there, and he brought his coach from whatever college he came from.
Okay.
And I did not know what a go-to and a counter move was. I'd never heard that vernacular before. You know what I mean? It was just, whenever you want to score.
What this? You didn't know that.
I wasn't told, you know what I'm saying, go-to and counter. Like
hey, that's why I had that 22 and 16. I had a counter move already, a go-to move.
But my thing was, I knew how to score, but it wasn't as like, I knew the vocabulary around.
You were so big, that's why. You feel me? You and in high school, you as your height, you didn't need the footwork and all that because
I had to. Hey, shut that! I had the footwork, dog. I had the footwork.
That's what the counter move is, though. That's the counter move. The footwork.
But that's the thing. I had them, but didn't know what they were called, and did not know that really a go-to move was what you're going to get fouled. Mine was, what am I going to get a bucket? Not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? My go-to was over the right shoulder fadeaway on the baseline. That's bucket like all day. I'm not getting fouled on that, but that's my go-to. You know what I'm saying? So the coach that that came with Scalabrini was like, no. What are you doing to get fouled? You got a go-to bucket. You need to get fouled. What are you doing? I'm like, okay, no. My move I have, that's not what I need to have.
Yeah.
Like, let me develop. No, that's my counter, not my go-to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I learned a lot of like vernacular I needed to have at USC. And Scalabrini was a hog. Like, the dude could play, man. Like, you just would not looking at him, pudgy. You know what I'm saying? Like, athletic, footwork, could shoot. Like, the dude was good, man.
Hey,
so
Gal was nice though. You know, I watched all y'all. You feel me?
He was nice, man. So
and I played against him in the St. and all that. So you know what I mean? I seen y'all. You know what I'm saying, on TV. But when that summer came, that's when I knew, St. I'm gonna get all y'all on TV. I'm slicing you down. I need all y'all. You feel me? Because I'm at Cerritos while you at USC. I'm at Cerritos. Yeah. I'm at a JC. So, but I'm still watching y'all. So when I know Coach North, like, you gonna play in my St. team next year. Oh yeah, what's that? He like, well, all the high school players play at. Oh, what? In the summer? Oh, okay. Man, I was shocked. Like, oh my God, 99. I'm like, look at all these D1s.
Yeah,
like,
man.
If I don't get the D1 after this, bro, because I'm finna go murder. You know, we end up winning the championship. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, man. Like, seeing y'all like on TV, then playing against y'all, I was like, oh, so now I got to go to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but I think, at SC, man, it wasn't stable from the top down.
Stable. The coach.
In terms of, it was a lot of people looking to advance their own careers. I'm not going to say a name at all, but that's what was happening at SC, man. Yeah. So like, there was a lot of us as players that sometimes need a little bit more support. It's college, man. You're freaking 18, 19 trying to figure this out. Not everybody has their wits about them about how to address college as an athlete. You got vagina thrown at you that wasn't out at you when you were in high school. It's a whole different ballgame. Like, how do you navigate that environment? We didn't have, like, sometimes the best counseling around how to deal with that,
Yeah.
It ended up being, man, I ended up transferring because at a certain point I was wishing for players that I roll with to get hurt so I could play in the game. And it's like, that's not the environment you want to play in. Some cats might thrive in that. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? There was a play when Shannon Swillis went up for a rebound. I'm like, I hope he twists his ankle. I want to get in the game. Like who says that? You know what I'm saying? It was me, Marcus Turner, Shannon Swillis, Sam Clancy, David Bluthenthal. All of us playing the four. Come on. Almost any of us could then start anywhere else, D1, all on this bench. Behind, because Sam had Scalabrini had the 5 locked up, which would piss us off. Like, he was good, but he didn't have all-star perfect games every game. Like, if we rotate positions, let's get him out. Let's get someone else in there. But maybe that was his boy. Scalabrini was going to do that, and I get you. He had a hell of a career. But then it was like all of us playing the 4, man. So practices were nasty. Like, cats is then getting in the fights every other day. Like, it was.
So what made you pick LSU? I mean LMU.
LMU. You know what? Because of the say no. I forgot the coach. I think it was Coach Brown. I was talking to one of the coaches. I said, look, man, I'm thinking, or he said, because I put the paperwork in to transfer. And he's like, heard you think about transferring. I'm like, how in the hell would you know? I just put the paperwork in like 4 days ago. But I guess just the community small when you're a coach, So he's like, what do you think about LMU? What? What? LMU? I'm like, I've never heard of it. I've never heard of LMU ever. Never heard of it.
You heard Bo Kimball and Hank Gathers?
Nope, never. Oh. I knew Ernest Killam. Lynwood, I knew Ernest Killam. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about no LMU. Like, that wasn't something that was on my radar. So he's like, LMU, we're off Apply Vista. No, I don't know anything about LMU, right? So as we're talking, right, and this is now that my career's over, it doesn't really matter as much. He's like, I said, look, I'm struggling right now, man. Have a son, trying to make some things work. He's like, okay, I hear you. I got something I can do for you, right? Week later, sent me out to Utah for a week. I'm washing almost 40 cars a day, made like $3,000 in a week, just to go out there and do that. So he's looking out for me. I haven't transferred to LMU yet, but he's looking out for me just as a black man. Said, I got you. You need some help. I got something I can do to help you out. When he did that, I said, I'm done. I'm coming to LMU. Like I told you, I'm loyal. And I mean, if you're gonna look out for me and help me with my family, and I haven't even signed to your college yet, I got you. I'm coming there. So that's why I went. Like the coach looked out for
I
me.
was 2 years there.
It could have been better, man. Look, dude, my senior year, I'm in the top 20 in the country free throw shooting. Top 20 in the country. Like, you know what I mean? Because I had reconstructive heel surgery the year before that. So it's like I'm just in the gym just shooting. My free throw, it was freaking automatic. It was ridiculous. So it was pissing me off. Why am I running triple screens for all these guards? Who these cats ain't automatic. Like, we don't have top 15 in the country shooting threes. We got some cats that can shoot. Yes, let's get them open. But every play, I'm running triple screens when I'm like 20th in the country in free throw shooting. Like, you get me on the block with a bucket, like I'm making the free throws regardless. So it's just like, what the hell are we doing?
And who was the coach there?
Coach Aggers, Steve Aggers. So it was the same thing, just not having the enough of the pieces, man, to make it work. We get trounced through the WCC, man. Playing Gonzaga sucked because it's like I want that type of success, and they would just it wasn't even funny.
They just had came on,
and they would run through us every game. And it sucked because it was always a packed house. Like no one would come when we would play games in the wintertime against Portland. Ain't nobody coming to see Portland. And
what was y'all conference championship like?
Oh man, we'd go to. I think it started getting moved to San Diego, and that was fun. Like it was pretty fun, man. I think my senior year, I think we got to like the second round, play Gonzaga. They went on ahead and ran through us in that one, but I think I had to, I tried to ball out and do what I could. It was my last game. Like I think it was twice. Aggie tried to put me out the game. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm not coming out the game, dog. It's my last year, dude. Like he said something to me after the game. He was like, Greg, I think it was poor judgment. I'm like, I'm done. Like. I don't care, dog. Like I'm done. Like, I've never had a chance to excel. So this is it. This is my last go around.
So you leave LMU. What, you go straight overseas? Or you wait?
Actually, my wife still says that I haven't paid her back yet for her being my finders, her being my agent. But when I was in the Summer Pro League, we played a game and I gave up the offensive rebound and then fouled the guy at the end. So I lost the game. Gave up the offensive rebound and then fouled a guy on the end to be able to make the basket. So we lost by like 1 point. My fault. I was heated. Can't stand losing. Just as anyone as a competitor. So I'm walking to the gym. To the locker room. White guy comes up. Hello. My name is Paul. We'll meet you up. I'm sorry, sir. Hold on. Can you wait? I just lost the game. I'm not feeling this right now. This is this Summer Pro League. So this is when you got coaches coming.
You're talking about Long Beach State, right?
Yeah. These cats coming to talk to you to, pick you up for a contract. But I'm like, look, I'm not in the best mindset. I just lost that game. Just hold on real quick. Go take a shower, come out. My girlfriend, my wife now happened to be over there in the stands. And as we're leaving, she's like, Greg, you might want to go talk to that coach. He was saying a lot of shit about you in the stands to other coaches. I'm like, seriously? She's like, yeah, he was really saying something really bad. I'm like, okay. Walk back over there. Excuse me. Come here right quick. Let me talk to you. Comes down. I'm like, I said, do we have a problem? I'm like, I just lost that game. I'm like, I'm a competitor. I can't stand losing. I asked you to wait for at least 5 minutes. So let me get myself together and then we can talk. Yeah. So what are you in the stands talking about? He's like, I just felt that, as a player, you could handle yourself differently. I said, I just fucking lost. Like, what are you talking about? I just lost. Like, dude, what are you trying to say right now? I said, but what you're not going to do is talk about me negatively to other people. That's not going to happen. He gave me a contract on the spot. On the spot, he gave me a contract.
Where?
To Lebanon.
That was your first overseas job with Lebanon?
Yeah, Lebanon, man. It was freaking awesome, dog. It was beautiful. Like,
my first year was Austria. Yeah,
okay.
Austria.
Okay, you're in Europe.
Yeah.
That works. I hear that, man. Like Lebanon, hey, it's people, man. Like when I first got there, like on a Sunday, Monday, I'm trying to get to the internet spot. That's how you call people in Lebanon. Just to have all cafes and internet.
That's everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how other countries work, but that's how it was in Lebanon. So we're trying to get there, me and another American, and get groceries. Like we're trying to figure out how to navigate. This is our second day in Lebanon, right? We're in the elevator. Dude hearing us talking about what we're trying to do, he's like, "Oh, I can take you." We're like, "Hold on." So we don't know you like that. So he said, "No, I can take you." He took us to the internet spot, waited for like 2 hours till we made our phone calls. Took us to the grocery store, waited for 2 hours there. He was our chauffeur the whole day. The dude had to work. He took off work and rolled with us. And then we're like, dude, what can we do? Like you've helped us out immensely. Like he wouldn't take any money, anything. He did it just to do it. And I'm like, you will never find that in the US ever. Mm-hmm. No one's ever doing shit like that. So it's like to see the media and how everything is publicized about the Middle East and all the bombs and the killings. I'm like, I lived there for 2 years.
Hey,
A bomb never went off. Never heard a gunshot.
Let me tell you this. Oh, okay. I had just got back from, I want to say Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody called me. I'm like, what's happening? They like, I'm calling for Lebanon, whatever. I'm like, okay, like, you know, I'm ready to go. He said, you got life insurance? Like, what? For what? Like, we at war. What?
I don't think it's time to go.
I won't be going there.
No. It's not. It's not time to go. My wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, wife now. She was adamant. Hey, look, sign up with the American Embassy as soon as you get there. As soon as you get there, sign up with the embassy. So I did that. No other American did. That was on our team. No one else signed with the embassy and was receiving their messages. So when the bombs were about to drop in Iraq, which is not close to Lebanon, it's not close at all. But when they were going to drop, we went on ahead and got a notification. I got an email that said, hey, look, if you are an American, leave now. Like bold caps. Do not stay. Leave now. I got the email. Luckily, I had both players next to me at the internet spot. Hey, look at this now. We looked at it. It's like, oh, my gosh. Went on ahead and, call up a couple other folks we knew were in Lebanon. Hey, look, this is what we got to do. I said it to the coach. Coach, we're out of here. Get us plane tickets right now. So it was a trip, man. Like when those bombs dropped, like we left Lebanon probably 6 hours before the bomb dropped in Iraq. Like I said, it wasn't close. Yeah. It could be like a freaking Texas and LA. I don't know the proximity, but I know they weren't close, but it's still the region. You know what I mean? So it's like we left, So
how many years did you play overseas?
I was, let me see, 2 Lebanon, 1 Chile, and then I was in Germany for a couple of months. So it was about 3.5, 4 years.
Okay. Yeah, I played like 10, been in like 10 countries.
I hear that. I
had to get out of here.
You know what, man, for me, I think I had a phone call because, like I said, my oldest is 21. You know what I mean? He's in college. So he was 3 and 4 and like 5 when I was playing overseas. So, my dad didn't do what he could have done. That's what it is. I'm like, that's not me. You know what I mean? I was sending paper home, taking care of him and his mom. Like, that's what I'm supposed to do. But the phone call I had where I was crying way more than he was. And it's like, okay, I think it's time to go. Yeah, it's time to go.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. My first year overseas was 2004 Austria. Never been. I've been to Utah. I think was the farthest or something. I had signed to Utah State, but now I'm across the world, and I got a baby. So my daughter at the time now she 4.
Yeah,
you feel me? So I'm calling home. I'm like, man, talking to people. They partying. It's night. It's daytime. It's nighttime over here. I'm like, man, I ain't got nobody. I don't know. I'm like, hold on. I just start crying. My mama like, boy, you making money. Ain't you playing what you want to do? I'm like, yeah. Well, shut up and go play ball.
Yeah.
Mama, I want to come home.
Yeah.
Like, no, you gonna stay out there and get that money and hoop. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And send me them clips. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, you know what I mean? And I think like the plane rides, bro. I'm not a plane
Lebanon was far as hell. I think, it was the missing my son, of course. But I'm like, okay, I was really considering kidnapping him. Like real. I was, hey, that's real shit. Like I was going to take him and get falsified passport and I was going to bring him. Like, that's what I was going to do. Realized that's also not me, but I'm like, hey, it was getting close. Like I was thinking about doing it, but what got me, I was trying out for a Jordanian team, but we're playing in Syria. So this is now my 4th year being overseas. So money was cool, decent money. Okay, great. But they wanted me to be, you know what I'm saying, Kobe with a little bit of MJ, with some Shaq, with some Iverson. I had to be, look, everyone on this team was 20 to 17. Everyone besides me.
I've been in a deal like
this is a very young team. We're in a tournament playing against grown-ass men, 35, 40, 28. So you got grown men weight, you got grown men strength. And it's just me. I'm fucking 23, 24. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with a bunch of 18-year-old kids against 35-year-old grown men? So I'm over here getting the rebound, bringing it up, making the pass, getting the rebound. I had to do everything for this team. I'm like, I'm done. Like there's no way this is going to work from here. So I leave that team and I get a gig to go play for a team in Chile. Okay. That team that year, that was my best ball I played ever. Like I went out there and I've been top 10 in like 4 or 5 categories everywhere I played. Like that's fine. But here when I got there, we were in 6th place. We played the first place team, 3rd place team, 1st place team in 3 games back to back to back. We won all 3 games. I'm in there monstering. beasting these dudes 35, 15, 28, 17. This whatever reason, I don't know if it was the water, the air, the food. I'm in there nasty. But I was like having some weird, like freaking knee issues. So I didn't do a dunk the entire time, but I'm giving you nasty double doubles. They wanted someone that was a high flyer. They wanted a dunker. I'm like, hold on. We went from 6 after those 3 games. We went from 6th place to 2nd place in 3 games. So 6th place, 2nd place, mainly because of me, because you had the same team before I got here, and y'all were in 6th place. When I'm here, we're in 2nd place. So I'm a big part of that. Why you're in 2nd place. But they wanted a high flyer dunker. All right. So it was like a week when they brought in somebody else, and they were going to go ahead and get rid of me. So I watched like 3 games before I was going to fly back. Dude was a dunker. Awesome hops. First game, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Like, what are you doing? Like, the dude had 4 dunks. They were nice dunks, but he had 8 points. I'm like, well, you giving up 35 and 17 for 8 points because he can get 4 dunks? So I said, F it, I'm gone. You know, I mean, they got rid of me. I left literally 2 weeks later. I'm in Lynwood working part-time at a school called Rosa Parks Elementary. I already had my CBEST credential, already got that. So I'm working here. They called me, hey, Greg, we want you back. And I was like, I really should go. But my son has seen me home now for at least 2-3 weeks. I'm not going to leave him again. Like, that's too much on his heart, so I'm not going to do it. So that was the job where I just pretty much quit basketball after that. Like, I'm done. I'm home. Like, nothing else really came up to the table that was like really worth my time leaving. So that
little point right there, that's what made you start teaching?
Yeah, that pretty much. I mean, every time I came home in the summer, I would go ahead and work like camps. I would work teaching gigs in the summer because I've always had a way to just kind of speak with children, to kind of be real with them. Like, I've always had a connection. It's just, it worked, or I feel I have. So I did that. And I think what sold me was that my first gig that when I was talking about, like that Compton, that Lynwood Rosa Parks gig that I was teaching at, I came in to sub 3rd grade.
Okay.
And the teacher I was going to sub for, she passed away. So it was like, oh shoot, she was sick, she was elderly, she passed away. So then I ended up getting the gig, but I was a short-term substitute. So I'm not supposed to have a long-term gig as a teacher. Yeah. But they ended up finding ways, legal ways, but they found ways to kind of have me take 1 or 2 days off, bring me back so I could teach because I had that class. So it was like it was a 3rd grade group. It was like 7 different classes of 3rd grade. Right. And then you had 2 gate classes, like 2 of the high achieving 3rd graders. They gave me, or the teacher that I was subbing for had the worst class out of all of them. Like, they gave her, because I guess she was an asshole teacher. So that they gave her like all the kids that nobody wanted, because you could almost like hand select your kids. So this is the class I come into. Try to set routines, try to set rigor, right? So there's 6 classes. We take the state test. My kids test 3rd out of all 6 classes. So you have gate 1, gate 2, Miss Lakey's class. I'm like, oh, okay, I could do something here. Like, if I these kids from the lowest to 3rd in almost 7 months, I could do this.
So what grades you teach now? Are you still what?
Well, I taught high school for 12 years. I just left the high school position this past year. Now I'm teaching 8th grade in the same organization.
Okay. 8th grade, huh?
Yeah, it was tough, man. That was a hard. I've been there 12 years.
You high school?
Man, my son, he went there for 4 years, man. It was an awesome time to see his growth there. There's some things that were changing. And then I could just, honestly, there was just respect. I just did not feel that I should have had. Like, I wrote the curriculum that I taught, like, it's tough to get curriculum written and then get it approved by the state. I did that. I have curriculum published. I have that. Like, these things as a Black man teaching math, seem like you should definitely not have applaud it, but respect and understand it.
Yeah.
I felt, with some of the moves the school was making, that's not me being appreciated was not a priority for them. So it's like, okay.
So what all you got going on right now?
I think as of right now, I think COVID is helping in a way where I have a little bit more time to just kind of think about some other endeavors. I'm really heavily into finance and financial literacy. So I'm like building a couple different other, I already have like 2 books published that I've kind of got out there. I'm working on 2 other ones. Financial literacy, just really teaching kids capital gains tax, like things that we don't know that's in our communities that we should know because they're coming in, taking shit from us left and right, trying to understand the game. So it's like, it's just investment, man, crowdfunding, real estate, like all these different things that I'm into, I'm writing different books on and just seeking out more information. So that's kind of like where I am now.
Books out?
Well, they're project based. Okay. So it's like now there's no projects because everything is online. So what I built kind of shot me in the foot because I couldn't do any of that stuff right now. So I'm doing a curriculum that's, the school's already set where I'm at, and all right, cool. I mean, it's what I got to do, try to make it work, but I'm trying to figure out what's that next endeavor for me, because I got to get to where I can create for myself. Like, I'm creating for other people, and this is not where I want to be right now. So I got to figure out how I can create for myself and make my own money.
Yes, sir. So we coming to an end. But before we go, I got 10 questions. And you just answer the questions, and I'm not going to get into it. You just answer them, and I keep going to the next.
That sounds dangerous. It really does.
All right. Favorite NBA team and player?
All day. Hakeem Olajuwon. Period. I've never had a team. Hakeem Olajuwon. I almost met him in Jordan, and I almost shit myself. Like, that's my favorite player ever. Like, ever. Footwork, his game, the way he approached it.
Facts.
Period. So Hakeem Olajuwon.
Favorite NFL team and player?
I really do not watch football. I dig Patrick Mahomes because of that damn money he just made. That's it. I don't watch football, but I roll with him because that contract is stupid. So Patrick Mahomes.
If you could step into my shoes, what question would you have asked yourself?
How do I stop Greg Lakey one-on-one?
Let me see. How you stop him? Hey, make you shoot a jump shot.
I can shoot
jump shots like that.
The free throw line? That whole 17.
You wanted to, I'm talking about on the block where you face up, you trying to footwork. You're not just shooting it.
Off the backboard. That bank?
You had the Tim Duncan. I ain't gonna. You had the backboard. Yeah. Yes. But the hand up, you ain't making that. Come on.
Off the backboard? Stop that.
Favorite boxer, man. Favorite boxer.
You know what? Mike Tyson would just knock everybody out. So it was awesome. But I will say I have enjoyed to see Money Mayweather make his money, because I don't really think he boxes. He just moves around and avoids the fight. To be real. Like, he avoids it. So the way he makes his money is astonishing. But as a boxer, just Tyson is kind of hard. Like, I saw him when I was younger. Like, he was nasty.
Top 5 rappers. You listen to rap?
Man, come on, dog. Yes. All right, I'm gonna have to go probably Fonte. Fonte from Little Brother, man. That dude lyrically is tough. Let me see. Fonte. Kendrick, it's tough not to put him there. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole for now. Also, I put him there. I'm a lyrical person, so I like to actually think about things as you rapping to me. Right now, it's a cat named Smino I roll with. Like, I really enjoy his music, so that's 4. Let me see who else is just like nasty lyricists, and it's tough not to put Jay-Z in there. I don't never really put Biggie, because to me, if you put Biggie, then you got to put Big Pun. No, to me, if you put Biggie, then you got to put Big Pun to me.
Why?
Because they both died early. They both had awesome first albums, and a lot of stuff after that was posthumous. Like, a lot of other stuff Biggie had, like, he wasn't alive when he had it. And Puff started changing his music. Like, to be real, Puff started changing his music. But lyrically, I'm talking about lyrically, Big Pun was nasty.
Yeah. Who are the 3 most influential people in your life?
Man, my mom is number 1. Just the grit, man, and determination she's always had. Just, you can't but respect that. I'd have to say my coach also, just because of the fact that he was, there at a young age when I needed it and needed some guidance. And then it's my family, man, like my grandparents, my Uncle Donald, my Uncle Fred, like my Uncle Lawrence that just passed away. Like, we have a family legacy, man, that's rich. So my mom, my coach, and then I'm going to have to say everyone in my family, my cousins, everyone that keeps me grounded, man.
What's some advice you would give someone pursuing basketball?
It's a whole different game now. So it's I don't even know honestly what to say. I would say, definitely want to be in the gym. I tried to work harder than everybody else. I'm in there shooting free throws and working out before you get there. I'm the last one to leave. Like, that's what I preface myself on. But now you get 4 good dunks on YouTube. Everyone's chanting your name.
Man.
Like, when we grew up,
if they would have had YouTube, oh my God.
It was nasty. It'd have been nasty, man. But it's like, but then also, would we have understood what hard work meant? To have our name blown up as much off of doing not as much. Like, we had to work hard. Like, man, look at the road you had, man. Being, I'm saying, not having the hype senior year, going Cerritos, I'm saying? You had to ball out against so many good cats to make a name. Same thing I had to do, you know what I mean? So it's like we had to make names for ourselves from hard work. None of these kids don't have that now, but with YouTube, a couple of dunks, your name is out there. I don't know. I don't know what I'd say, dog. I'd say
what's one thing you wish you would have knew before you start playing basketball?
That it's all about who you know, not about how much work you put in. So you really have to network. Like, I realized that there was a point where I didn't have an agent because I had 3 people working for me and none of them had the contacts I thought they had. So it was like when I was at the height of me really getting a good job for myself, shit just kind of fell through because I didn't have the right folks working for me. So a lot of it was who you know, and that bothered me.
Where can listeners connect with you online at?
I don't have. There's my Instagram right there, so that's perfect. We can do that because I don't have anything else memorized and shit. I don't do social media a whole lot, so I can't sit here and rattle off like 4 different sites, dog. Like,
so last question: Kobe, LeBron, or Jordan?
It's always tough for me because I'm like, Jordan went to 6 finals and won 6 MVPs and won 6 championships. He didn't lose a final he went to. I'm like, when you look at that number, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Kobe lost finals. LeBron has lost finals way more than he's won. Awesome player, ridiculously talented, man. Like, how many finals has he been to? It's crazy. But I'm saying when you compare it, Jordan has never lost the final he's played in and won MVP in every single final he's been in. So when you look at that number, and he's only played with one other All-Star in Pippen.
And Rodman.
Anybody else All-Star?
And Rodman.
Was Rodman an All-Star?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I know Pippen was one of those where when he got to Jordan, he was not an All-Star. When they played together first, he was not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough for me now because I'm saying LeBron, like you're bringing over or you're playing with. Because I had a conversation with my buddy the other day where we're talking about like the different teams, and I'm like, yeah, you leave Cleveland, but you go to Miami, of course, when you're with Bosh and Wade. So yes, the ring was going to be evident at some point because you're playing with 3 All-Stars in their prime. That's not what Jordan did when, you know what I'm saying, he played. It was a lot different. Like, those cats groomed and played together. So it's just, for me, it's a different era where I got to respect, I'm kind of a lot more Jordan did.
Do LeBron get a statue outside?
Off of one championship? No.
How many he got to get a statue? I
mean, shit, what? Shaq, how many did Shaq get? 3?
3?
That's minimum, right? Because Kobe got 5. So Shaq got 3. You got to win at least 3 to get a trophy, right? Because Shaq only won 3 and got his trophy. At least 3. You can't win 1 and get it. Shaq had to work his ass off to get that damn statue. You get 1 ring, you get a statue?
No, not 1. I'm saying he gonna get another one. We getting another one. I'm saying. Okay. You know what I mean?
I mean, if 3 is what it took for Shaq, then it should be 3 for LeBron. At least 3 rings.
Okay. What did you think about the bubble?
I dug it, dog. To me, as a basketball player, not as somebody that wanted entertainment, I wanted to watch basketball. Watching basketball, it was freaking awesome. You're in the same vicinity. It was like it was a big AAU tournament. That's all it was. You're in the same gym, same hotel. Ain't no excuses. There's no travel. There's no home. There's no away. You are playing ball. So as a basketball player, I watched every game. As a fan of the game, I loved it. As entertainment, other folks, I don't want to watch the games. Well, yeah, you're looking for the cheerleaders. You're looking for the celebrities on the side. That's not what that was about. It was about pure basketball. I loved it. Like, that was an honest, pure championship.
Man, well, look, G, it's been good seeing you, man, chopping it up with my big dog. You feel me? We didn't have battles. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even get to the Drew League. You know what I'm saying?
No, we didn't.
Wait, hold on. Before we go, what was your Drew League experience like, man?
Man, I'll put it like this. It was awesome. We had a great time. Rock was a freaking nut, man. Like, Rock was a nut, but I will say he can't coach. Did a lot of profanity, a lot of cussing, but he can coach, man. Like, he was really good with substitutions, man. He was doing his thing. But I will say, for our team, everything changed when he brought on Shea Cotton and Tony Bland. He brought 2 cats on our team because I told you I wanted to go with Shea all the time. Yeah. Like, I wanted to go against him, and he was on my team. Like, I wanted to post him up, and he was on my team taking the ball out. Like,
how many years you played in the Drew?
At least, the year I stopped playing. So the year I was done, that Jordanian team wasn't working out. I'm done. I'm teaching now. That was the year of the freaking lockout when the NBA players came to the Drew. I cannot tell you how mad I was.
11.
I was mad as shit. Because I'm like, okay, hold on. Kevin Durant's there. Oh, let me get him. Let me get his ass on the block. Like, I was heated, dude.
They had Joe Smith. They had Mike, what's that boy, Mike Beasley. They had all type of people came in.
I was so upset. That was the year, of course you can't time that. Like, I left way after I left, the lockout happened, but it was like seeing that cacophony of events, man. I was pissed off. Like,
and my boy Game, the one made that happen. Because Game knew he was playing me, and my other boy said, so he was like, oh, I'm going to bring some real hoopers for you, but we not knowing what he about to bring.
Yeah.
I just seen on Twitter one day, like, he was like, Michael Beasley, come play with me. Joe Smith. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they was at the gym. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was heated, dog. I was heated. But, man, outside of that, man, it was awesome. Man, we played in the old Drew. We played it in the Drew Elementary.
In there, man. Come on, man.
I'm saying, like, old Drew, man, like you couldn't get but probably 18 people in there. It was so damn tight and packed.
Hot.
You had the hot dog stand outside, man. Like, it was just that to me was just pure basketball, man. Like, you went there, no matter what your affiliation was, man, cats just didn't trip. That was almost like always neutral ground. Like, no matter what you had going on, you at the Drew, you're gonna watch the game, and if not, you're gonna leave. Like,
I got 2 championships in there.
Again, I did not. We got as far as we could. I think I played 1 or 2 championship games. Of course,
back to back, undefeated MVP.
Problems had a good team, man. Of course, y'all won. That team was out, man. That was a good team.
We had a good. Hey, we played y'all that in 05 too.
Was that championship?
No, that was a game before the championship.
Okay.
Yep. But man, I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. You always welcome back. We can always get this back. You know what I'm saying? It's all love over here from Sports.
Let me know. Realness. Let me know, dog. Let me know.
You already know, man. Appreciate you, GL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Stay safe. The family stay safe, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I'll tap in with you, bro.
You too, man. We're going to hook up, dog. Be safe, man.
All day, man. Good luck, G. What up, y'all? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to your boy, LG Sports and Realness podcast. My boy G just left. It was good talking to him. I beat him so I could talk my smack to him. You hear me? You feel me? But before I get up out of here, I'm going to get my shouts out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ken Chronicles. Another bomb show, bro. Appreciate you. My boy Big Nut. I love you, bro. I see you out there doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Big Nut 49 on Instagram. He got a new video coming out and his new album. Go follow Beach Hub Corsos. We just won our first ABA game Saturday. Hey, we on Nasty Dog Clothing. You need that? Holla at your boy. Sports and Realness has been good. See you next week, and I'm out. Elbow clap.